Hi guys, welcome back to this new video. Today what we will do is to migrate our data from a VMware cluster to a RHOSO, a Red Hat OpenStack Services on OpenShift cluster. So this is what we intend to do. It will be, I hope so, it will be a very short video. And if you appreciate it, don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel. This helps us to grow. Thank you to all those who continue to support us along to all our videos. Okay, so here is our hypervisor, VMware hypervisor, where we have two VMs. Okay, I already deployed those two VMs, so I have shut down them, and I will migrate one VM just for this demo. I will migrate this VM from this hypervisor to my Red Hat OpenStack Services on OpenShift cluster, okay, or my Red Hat OpenStack cluster. This is what I intend to do. As you can see right now, I have only one instance to my cluster, and in this cluster I have two hypervisors. As you can see here from the web interface, I have two hypervisors in my cluster at the moment. Okay, great. So let's come in back here. And before starting, I will show you some information about my hypervisor. You can collect some information if you would like. Let's just prepare my, just show you the procedure that I prepare. If you want to list from the console, if you want to list all VMs that you have in your cluster, okay, we can use this commenter to list over all VMs that we have in your hypervisor. If this is only, it's not on the vCenter, it is just on a single hypervisor. But you can do post a symbol with a vCenter also if you have a vCenter. We can get also the status of the different VMs. Okay, if you want to see if the VMs are shut down or up or not, we can use this command also. And what things else I can show you? Yeah, a thing that is very important, it is about the data store. Okay, it's about the data store. You can list how many volumes or all data, what are the different data that we have in your data store. Me, I'm using this particular data store that I've created and where I've uploaded, where I've created my different VMs. Okay. I can try to list also the different files that I have in each VM data location. As you can see, the first VM, for instance, here is the different file that I have in this particular VM folder. Okay. And yeah, you can also check over the size also if you want to know the size of this VM, so you can do it. And what things else? If you want to get some information about the VMDK also, if you want to get some information, yeah, yeah, so I will come back to this here after. And what thing else regarding the network also, we can list all networks, virtual switches that we have in this hypervisor also, if you like. Okay, after done that, I'm okay. This is all I would like to show you in this particular hypervisor. If you'd like to check or get some information about on this or on an hypervisor in your cluster. Okay, after done that, let's move to the next step. What I intend to do is to migrate data, or to migrate this particular VMs from the VMware environment to my RHOSO cluster. This is what I intend to do. Okay. So to do that, what I will do, I'm on a particular VM which is this one. This VM, this is an administrative VM that I will use to administrate my RHOSO cluster. So on these particular VMs, okay? And it is this VM also have access to the hypervisor cluster also, to the VMware hypervisor cluster also. So let's come back here. What I will do, first steps are to do, of course, to complete or to do these actions, we have to get some data, or you have to copy, okay, the VMDK from the VMware environment to your local server, to this provision server. So if you just copy the VMware drives from your hypervisor, from your VMware hypervisor to this local server, okay. And once this once all data will be copied, we will now convert those data from the VMDK to the VMware, to the how can I say it to an image, okay, and to a KVM imager that permits us to create a new imager in your OpenStack cluster. So let's proceed. And I will just create a new folder. I will create a new folder that permits me to. It will be inside the folder that I will collect or copy data from my VMware environment, okay, to this local server, okay. So the first the first file that I will copy is the VMDK, and let's take the root password. Okay, so I will just copy first of the VMDK information though, from the data store to my local server first, and I will copy also another files. So all VMDK information will be copied from your hypervisor to my local server. Okay, first. I'm just waiting for this copy to be finished. Remember, this file, the folder size or the file size is 25 gig. Okay, so all those 25 gig of data will be a copy from your hypervisor to this local server first. Great. Now we have to copy the second file. Okay, oops. Okay, and the third file. So all those files have to be a copy from your hypervisor environment. Okay, so I have all file right now. Okay, so it is mandatory to have all those files to copy it, okay, before be able to convert the VMDK to a qemu environmental image. It is mandatory. Okay. And the next step, so what we have to do is to install those this package. It is mandatory. Me, I've already done that, so, but we have to install this qemu-img packages in your machine. Okay, this will be this image package that will permit us to convert the VMDK to a KVM environmental image file. Okay, so me, I've already done that. So if I do that again, you tell me that it's already done. Okay. Okay, after done that, we are great. We are good. What you will do now is to launch the conversions. Okay, just convert the VMDK to an QQ2 type image. Okay. When this one is done, the magic has been done. So the big part, the difficult part have been done. So now we can easily, after creating this image, we can now create a new image in your Red Hat OpenStack cluster. And from this image, you create a new virtual machine, simply. Okay. So yeah, great. So now I can check some information about this new to just to be sure that everything is there. The file size of her. Okay, great. Now, next step that we have to do is to copy this image to your OpenShift OpenStack client. Okay, this permits us we have to migrate this data. Okay, this image to the container that permit to the pod. From this pod, we will be able to create the new image. So let's proceed to that. So I copy this data, this image to the pod. The pod name OpenStack client pod. And after copy it in this pod, I will enter in the pod. I have to enter inside the pod, and from this pod, I will be able to administrate my OpenStack cluster. I can say okay, at the moment I have only one instance. If you remember, it's this. It is this instance that I have now. Okay, I have only one instance at the moment in my cluster. Okay. Let's coming back. From there, from this image, image, I will this file. I will say this file. I will create a new image in my Red Hat OpenStack cluster. But of course, before doing that, let's create a new flavor because I have to create a flavor that will be suitable to our new image that we intend to. This new, we will create a new flavor which will be a sizing well for our new VM that we intend to create. Because remember, the VM have a size of 25 gig. Okay. So let's create a new, I will create a new flavor which will be suitable for the new VMs that we intend to create. Okay, this driver will be will have this size. Okay, after done that, I can now create our new image. Let's create a new image based on the file that has been now moved to our pod. It should take some time. I forgot of a dash width. Okay, great. Now we have created a new image. Okay, so now we have a new image, and from this new image, we will now create our server. Okay. Because we suppose that we have an existing network. In our side, we have already this network which has been created before. If you come here, we see that something is going on. We see that the building is ongoing. And what is taking so long time? Because here, because of this parameter wait, the command won't give you the end if the creation is not finished. Okay, yeah, now the VM is active. This means that everything has been going very well, and the instance is working. And here is the IP address that has been assigned to this particular machine. And one thing is particular is the instance types that we created is an Ubuntu instance. Okay, so because it is an Ubuntu instance, so we have to configure the IP address directly inside of the VMs. Okay, because we didn't use the cloud init file, so we have to configure manually the IP address inside of the server. Because at the moment, if I say, let's go back here, if I intend to ping this one, it won't work because let me show you something. Let's move to the console. Okay, the server is still starting. Okay, great. If you remark, okay, login, it is like if you remark at the moment, the IP address have not been configured to the VM. Okay, so we have to set up manually the IP address inside. If I say sudo, maybe if you don't see, let me just I will just or let me just open. Yeah, okay. I hope that you'll be able to see what I'm doing. If you see inside of the file here, the former IP address that been assigned to the VM server when it was on the ESXi cluster. Okay, so I have to update it manually. This is a particularity of a Ubuntu server. Maybe they have to correct that. So here, I will just come in back here and assign manually the IP address. Oops. Okay, and let me just set up the correct gateway. Of course, you have to know your network. And this is okay. After done that, still down. Okay, yeah. See here the IP, the network interface name. Okay, it is ANP. So we have to use the good network interface name. Okay, if you don't use the right network interface name, it won't work. So let me just come in here. ANP PS 3S0 ISO. I hope. Great, now the interface up, and let's try now the thing. Here we go. Okay, I can try to log in to the node. Great. Okay, so congratulations for those who will be able to succeed this part. And here is how we can migrate all your data, how we can migrate all virtual machine from your VMware environmental view to your Red Hat OpenStack Services cluster. Thank you very much, and have a good day. And if this video gives you much more insightful information, don't forget to like or comment on the video. Thank you very much, and have a good day.